Hi everyone and welcome back to SunBurst Tarot, where today we're going to be doing a reading on Taylor Swift and kind of what's coming up for her after her Eras tour. Will she be staying in the music industry? Are we going to see her maybe move into acting? Is she going to just take a break? Kind of what's really coming next for her and how maybe her career is going to shake up after or shake down after her Eras tour. So without further ado, I really just want to get right into it. So quick reminders before everything. Just a reminder, remember everything I'm saying is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. No facts here, y'all. These are just my opinions, psychic downloads, and the such. So if you want to use what I'm saying to help form your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions, please do so. If you don't want to, you don't have to. And then, quick reminder, if you guys are looking for private readings, I now do offer private readings. If you guys are interested, you can go and check that out on my website. I am running a sale currently for 15% off all readings here until the end of August of 2024. So if you're interested in that, you can go check that out. I have 15, 30, and 1 hour readings available. So, also sorry for the background noise of people driving by. But I have that available. And then if you want to be able to see videos like this early before they are available to the general public, you can join me over on Patreon, where I have 3 different tiers where you get early access to videos like these, other perks when it comes to private readings, as well as access to exclusive videos that I don't post here on YouTube. So all right, now that we have everything with that out of the way, let's get into what's kind of next for Miss Taylor Swift. So, just getting into her general energy of and we're looking specifically at her after her Eras tour. So we have the High Priestess reversed. It's kind of just her general energy after the Eras tour. She feels a little bit lost or disconnected from what she wants to do. Even now, it feels like even in her current energy, it's like once we reach the conclusion of the Eras tour, like we're kind of floundering a little bit. We don't have a clear sense of what's after. So I don't know if she's going to be adding more tour dates or extending her Eras tour here more, because it feels like, to me, there's a sense of I don't know what to do after this, after the Eras tour. Direct influences why. The Strength card reversed, which is almost like letting go of control, letting go of power that we might have or feel in a sort of sense. Because like her Eras tour is like the culmination of everything that she's done. So seeing this, like, I'm out of strength, I'm out of power. I almost wonder too if, like, at the end of her Eras tour, she's just tired and exhausted. Because it feels here a little bit where it's almost like her health is taken a little bit of a back burner to the Eras tour, maybe currently. So now there is like the recuperation. It's like I just don't have the energy after it to kind of put myself to this next phase. She is wanting to do more collaborations or different things here with a 3 of Pentacles and looking at new ways to make money, maybe working with other people, especially after the Eras tour here. Maybe she'll do like a different, like a brand a brand deal, or yeah, either like a brand deal, or I feel like she's going into, like, I don't know why, like I'm getting clothing or homeware, or there's like a line of stuff that she's working with, like a major brand or a major company already, and then she's having like a brand of like kitchenware, a brand of clothing that she might be coming out with. Like if there feels like there's some sort of like expansion to her brand and like diversifying her pool of resources and where she's getting money in from. There is plans for that. And then also after, we have the 9 of Swords reversed, which is she's very unsure what to do with her career here after the Eras tour. I think she's been so focused on it yeah, because her unseen obstacle is the Queen of Swords upright, which is kind of like, what's the direction next? Where do I want to put my words? Where do I want my voice to be heard next? Because she doesn't know what to say with the Page of Swords as the challenge. Page of Swords reverses the challenge, which is like, I can say one thing, I can do this thing, but it's like the words are almost like jumbled up in her head. And like what once this Eras tour is done, y'all are gonna be like, what's her next big thing? What's her next big thing? I wouldn't doubt if she's gonna be taking a prolonged rest or a break where she's not gonna be moving or doing things for maybe like a year or two. Because the Hermit here is like hermiting yourself away, taking time for yourself, going back to the drawing board and reflecting on what everything's done here. In the past, it's like this was the pinnacle, this her stardom, her big thing that like put her on the map even more so than she already was. And then here in the future is the Temperance, finding a balance between her work, her life, what she wants out of maybe her personal life versus her professional life. What other information can we get here? So for those who are like, oh, what's she gonna do? Yep, it's a Force, Death, and Rebirth. Five of Pentacles, where we're gonna have to go back to the. Is she suffering, or like, has there been any mentions of like her health being maybe a little bit like she's been like kind of maybe even like alluded to like under the weather or just signs of exhaustion or something? Because with the Strength card reversed here and this Five of Pentacles now, it's like there seems to be maybe like we've pushed our bodies, we've pushed ourselves to kind of like some extreme limits in some cases. So now it's like you got to go back to the drawing board because like you can't do this type of tour again. Because King of Swords and the Lovers, and then put it all together, the Nine of Cups. All right. So when it comes to kind of after her Eras tour, is her Eras tour kind of like the culmination of her career? Yes. Is it the culmination of her of like being emotionally fulfilled? In my opinion, no. With the Lovers here, it's like we have connections that we want to be with, whether that's another person, another partner, whether that be in romantic or familial sense. King of Swords here, but there's issues with like legal in some way, shape, or form, maybe breaking contracts of some way, shape, or form. There's some health issues, and you're going to have, because like, again, I'm feeling like there's some sort of health issue that's maybe coming out of the Eras tour because of just being pushed to the breaking point or to her limits quite a bit, in my opinion here. And like, it's a Force, Death, and Rebirth. I don't know if she'll go back to touring after the Eras tour, to be 100% honest, at least in the current energy that she's in. Because what I'm seeing here is like this tour pushed her to her absolute limit, where there are health issues coming in for her that like come from it. And like with this Temperance card here, it's like there's balancing that's coming for her after it and hermiting herself away. Like I said, I don't know. Will we get new music after the Eras tour? Yes. Will there be another like tour to promote said album though? I'm hearing no. So I'm wondering if is the Eras tour her last tour here for like the next 10 years? I'm hearing yes. Is it her last tour ever? No. At least that's what I'm hearing in my head. And like I said, I don't know if she's going to be touring. Will she get like maybe a residency somewhere? I'm hearing no. So for those who are like going on the Eras tour right now, I think this is great because like this might be one of like the last times. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. We have very loud vehicles going by today, and typically where I live is very quiet. So, interesting. There might also be, with all that loudness too, I'm wondering if she's going to have she'll have some moments where she's loud and like seen and heard, or there's like a little bit like chaos a little bit around her as well. What we're going to look at here next is when it looks to this balancing that's kind of coming for her after the Eras tour. What does this balancing look like? Because we had that temperance card here in the future, and it's like, well, what is this balance that she's wanting to kind of go into? We'll take it, and it feels like we're going to have like three different sides that she's trying to balance. So let's take a look at the first side, second side, third side, and then the energy kind of that like holds it all in between. So what is she balancing here when it comes to like what are the three sides that she's looking to really get into alignment to balance for her? So we have the Nine of Wands reversed. We have the High Priestess upright. We have the Three of Pentacles reversed. Y'all saw me shuffle. And then we have the energy in between all three of them. Y'all saw me shuffle. I don't know what else to say here, y'all. So when it comes to the sides that she's trying to balance, it feels like. So we have the Nine of Wands reversed. So Nine of Wands reversed is making me feel like one side of her is like, I want to stop being so much on the defensive, where instead of maybe reacting to situations that don't, instead of just being reactive, she's being proactive in situations that she's in. So it's like when it comes to potentially an example of this might be mental health, where there's all these stressors that come from being in the industry, all the stressors that come from being a performer and entertainer to like consistently almost every single frickin' week. And so seeing this reverse, it's like where she's been maybe reactive to situations that she's been in, it's like now she's being more proactive after the Eras tour in like keeping this balance, because like she's unbalanced, because like currently there's a lot of stuff that's unbalanced, and she's trying to find balance between all three of them, whether that's like her mental health, it feels like her career, and maybe not in getting out of bad business deals and collaborating with good ones, and then also finding and connecting with herself and like who is she, who does she want to be at the end of the day, and kind of following her instinct or following her gut here with the High Priestess reversed. And I really think it's, in my opinion here, it's finding out who she truly is, what she truly desires from life, and how does she want to go about that. Because I think she might have, in the past here, it kind of feels like there might have been a preoccupation with her career, her fame, her stardom, and not on Taylor. Not Taylor Swift, just Taylor. Who is Taylor at the end of the day? Not Taylor Swift, but Taylor. So that's what it feels like she's kind of balancing here between things, and like things are going to be kind of unbalanced because she's been so heavily focused on one aspect of her life that she's now the pendulum is kind of swinging back, and she's going to have to figure out the other aspects of her life. Okay. Next question I want to ask here is, does Taylor want? So when it comes to her, like people are kind of asking a lot about her career, but I also want to look at, I want to look at her career and personal, her personal life, or I should say personal goals, career goals, and then I want to see her and her like, I want to see her in like her relationships, and see like what are the goals that she has for her career, her personal, and then and then like from like a personal, aka like familial, romantic type of situation type deal. What are the things that she's kind of been like after this Eras tour is done? What are those things kind of lining up? Like what are they gonna kind of be, if we can so know? And like I said, I think there's gonna be, getting this again, like there's some sort of health thing in the background that's coming up for her. It feels like a big thing with health. The Eras tour took a bigger chunk, or more of a physical chunk, out of her than I think she lets on, or even that she knows about right now. Like this tour is like draining her a lot. Okay, so let's take a look here. What's Taylor's big thing here with her, looking at her career goals, looking at her personal goals, Looking at her like relationship-y goals. Okay, I'm gonna bring these all up so we can see them all clearly. All right, so looking at her career goals, Knight of Swords reversed and the Moon. She has different secret projects that I think she's thought of or had on the back burner for a while that she's getting ready, that she's holding close to her chest. And with the Knight of Swords here reversed, it makes me feel that there's maybe has been like communication about them. She's talked about them with some people before, but she's still holding them close to her chest. So when it comes to her career, I'm also wondering if she's trying to break out of old contracts, if she's trying to, like with record executives or label executives, I wonder if there's something that she hasn't been telling them when it comes to her music making career. Because, like, also with this Knight of Swords reverse, it's like I'm not communicating everything that I should be or want to be, and we're holding things close. And it's like I wonder if she doesn't want to maybe make music anymore, like under her label, or if she doesn't want to make, or if she's like, I don't want to write the things, or it's like I want to write the things, but I don't maybe want to sing them. There's more of like a background type of energy here that she's kind of been keeping hidden when it comes to her career. Looking at just like her personal goals here, so we have the Ten of Cups reversed and the Justice card reversed. So I'm wondering here. It feels like there's maybe some people in her life that she wants to cut off with the Justice card here reversed. Maybe this is like, I don't want certain people in my who have like legal sense to kind of come in and take over what I have. But I'm also seeing here, it's like I want to cut some people off that's maybe part of the family or that I see as part of family because there might there might be some like background stuff going on that she doesn't approve of, but she's kind of been like, okay, now that I don't approve of it, I want to solve this. Now that the Eras tour is done, now I can address this in like my personal life. It feels like she wants to cut some people off. Looking at in romantic sense, looking at like her goals in like a romantic sense, she is kind of stuck where she's at with the Two of Swords here reversed and then the Eight of Swords upright. So it's like she's put herself into a corner where she wants love, she wants this, and she's deserving of it. However, it's like there's a giant paranoia around relationships, and it's like, am I good enough? Is this the right thing? There's a lot of worries and a lot of pressures, it feels like, that she's like, I just haven't time to address. And with the Two of Swords at first, it's like, I'm not going to make that decision. Or it's like, the decision's going to be made for me one way or the other. Oh, Taylor, that's sad. Because it's like, she wants love, she wants all of it. Like, she, not that wants all of it, but she wants love. She wants romantic connections. I think almost all of us, most people that I know do in some way, shape, or form, whether that's from a pet or a person or a family member. And it's like she's just kind of been put into this corner where choices have been made for her. And like, it's like she doesn't get to have a lot of those choices made for her. It's like, this is the thing. And like, I don't have a say most of the time. I'm going to get some tea leaf oracles just for some other pieces of information or clarity that we can get on these. And then this is pretty straightforward for the most part for Taylor. So we have the Skull. Hidden secrets can harm you. So she's hiding stuff when it comes to her career goals, I think from her record label as well. I don't know if she wants to make music anymore. And if she does, who knows? Firecracker, excitement. Yep, like I said, she wants to cut people off, and there's going to be kind of a blaze of glory type of situation type deal here. And then in her romantic life and or sense, what else we got here? Get on. Sit in this half of the deck. Oh, no, right there. So then we have the Bow. You are highly thought of. Yeah, so when it comes to Taylor after the Eras tour, her name still has a lot of clout, a lot of clout still attached to it. But I don't think she has a lot of control in actually who she's seeing comparative to what people think, in my opinion here. I can be wrong. I hope I am wrong. I hope she gets to have like everything and she gets to approve of the people that she's seeing and the such. However, it doesn't feel like she has a lot of the choice currently to do so. Also, so like when it comes to those romantic relationships, she's kind of only, it feels like to me like she has a say in who she gets to see and or date or gets put out into the public. However, she doesn't get the final say. Like she gets to be like, okay, like here, so it's like people give her like, okay, here are 10 options. She's like, okay, I get to narrow it down to like 3, and then someone else makes like the final decision as like for the number 1 spot. That's what it feels like, and I'm like, it's weird, and I don't like it, and it's kind of ucky. I don't, but I want us to look here actually into this Justice card reversed, and I want to see, because I want to see if like what's going on in her personal life after the Eras tour, when it comes to just how she is being looked after, because like like I don't know. I'm just going to take a look at it and see what kind of comes up, because there's like, because out of the blue I'm like, oh, Justice card reverse. Why is this reminding me of Britney Spears? Why is this reminding me of Britney? Whatever, but what? Why is Britney coming to my mind here? So let's just take a look here really quick. And I want to see, because it looks like Taylor has secrets that she's holding from her record label and her career, essentially. She's got some maybe potential legal issues and wanting to cut people off in a legal sense from her. And it looks like it's family members with that 10 of Cups reversed. So I just want to see Taylor. Taylor, you're very smart, very independent, but there seems to, what are you planning here? What are you planning? What's Taylor planning? What are these other people planning? Because there seems to be, I think there's 2 sides to this. All right, so let's take a look at what is Taylor planning here. What's Taylor planning, and then what's the industry planning? Taylor's planning the 3 of Wands. I'm going back to the drawing board. I'm reevaluating things. I'm reprioritizing what I want to do with my career, my life, and my situations. I'm going to move this. I'm reprioritizing. Why? Money, money, money. The King of Pentacles. There's someone in there. The King of Pentacles is kind of coming in, and it's all about like money, maintaining my peace, maintaining my happiness, maintaining my money at the end of the day here. Financial influence is the 4 of Swords. I kind of just want to go off and be done. She wants to go off. She wants to be done. 4 of Swords is rest, relaxation. I want to be done. I did my thing. I'm out. I want to be done. Hopes and fears. Fear here is she's going to have to give out more money than what she has available to her at large. Or she's spending money or giving money to people that maybe she doesn't approve of or she doesn't like in some way, shape, or form here. Unseen obstacle is the Chariot reversed. She's not seeing the red flags in front of her. So the Chariot can also be like a halt in movement, halt in progress. However, this is also this is one of my red flag cards. And so it's like she isn't seeing that maybe there's like an op or someone in her corner that's actually kind of not for her and instead is more like against her. The challenge here is the Empress. There's a feminine type of energy that's like who she thinks is on her side, but isn't really on her side. She isn't seeing the red flags for what they truly are. She's trying to break off from family or people who were family or saw who she saw as family. That she wants to break away from that. That's deteriorating. In the past, the 9 of Wands. This is a situation. When it comes to, I think her personal goals is like this is something that she was walking on eggshells with. Does she actually get along well with her family behind the scenes versus what's kind of put out into the public? Because here in the future is the Ace of Cups. This is her starting a new thing, a birth, a renewal. It's a baby bird. It's a baby bird. It's like I get to start anew. I get to try something new. Okay. She wants to go and be free and start new, start fresh on certain situations. What's this other side looking for? 10 of Wands, we want to release a burden here. Or releasing of a burden. Releasing of burdens, releasing of pressures, releasing of things. Why? Direct influences, because this is a decision that's being made for us here. To a Swords reverse, or it's a decision that we know we have to make, even decision that we have to make. We have to release this burden because we're afraid of money being taken from us. It's like our hands are tied in some way, shape, or form. It's like there's nothing we can really do. Because with the Justice card reversed here as the hopes and fears, it's like we're going to lose in legal proceedings. Unseen obstacles, the Eight of Pentacles. This is something Taylor's been working on for quite a while. Is she trying to separate from family, and is like the family trying to, and the family has kind of been none the wiser? Odd. Or like, and maybe it isn't family, but with the deterioration of the home, the nuclear family, which is kind of what I've always seen the Ten of Cups as, it's like there's a deterioration of the nuclear family. She's been working on this for a while, maybe trying to find clauses or ways to maybe put people out of her businesses or not pay them in what they're getting paid, because it's like, this is my stuff, not your stuff. The challenge here for them is the Strength card, which is they're working off their back foot. This is kind of catching them off guard, it feels like. However, what keeps them, it's commitment. No, this is the higher. They're working with a bigger group, or they have access to a bigger group that's able to kind of come in and say nay to certain individuals and yay to people that maybe support them. In the past is the World reverse. This is just a repeating of the cycle. And here in the future, the Fool, starting anew, starting amok. What? Because, like, there's Taylor's side, which is I'm keeping things, I want to go start anew. And then there's over here where it's they want to start anew, but it's like they're releasing of a burden. They're releasing of something. What are they releasing? What are we releasing here? What are we releasing? I'm a little confused. What are they releasing? Are they trying to release Taylor? Because like so when I say like the Britney situation, maybe like am I afraid of Taylor getting into a conservatorship? No, because it feels like she's put in safeguards to make sure that won't happen. Because here, it's like, what are we trying to release here? An arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Taylor's leaving, whatever this situation is. Can we get who this is between, please? Yeah, can we get who this is between, please? Because, like, we're getting... Oh, we're going to use a completely different deck. Yeah. Use Tarot of the Vampires here. So who is this? Like, this is Taylor, but who is this other group of people? Is this direct family? Is this industry? Who is it? Huh. Who is this group of people that... Because it feels like there's two sides to this. One that's like, we're ready to let go of Taylor, and the other one's Taylor, who it's like, I'm trying to just maintain what I have. I want to go start something new, maybe get away from the industry for a bit. However, there's like an op in her corner that's kind of keeping her there that she's not seeing. But even though there's this op, these people, they're working off their back foot and like from behind, because she's been putting in work for years, it feels like, in my opinion, to kind of get away from these people. So can we get a general sense of who these people are from this half of the spread? All right, so we're going to use the Tarot of the Vampires here. So I'm just going to pull this off, and I'm going to take a look. Who are these people? The Queen of Swords reversed. Someone who's very savvy, good with their words, uses their words to manipulate, can be a feminine type of energy. Direct influences on this because it's a Six of Pentacles. This is a business contract. This is someone Taylor's in business with the Knight of Swords reversed for financial influence because they want it's like, because is this like her management company? Is this her management company? Because, yeah, hopes and fears here is we're going to be able to find the balance. We're going to see both sides to the story. We're able to maintain us as good people, and we're just letting Taylor go off and do her own thing. Unseen obstacles, though, is the Three of Swords reversed, which is we're like rebuilding from a heartbreak, or like we're healing from a heartbreak. This is Taylor's management team, it feels like, because the challenges of we're falling out of love, we've disconnected, and the Three of Wands, they're going back to the drawing boards here, or it's like we have to go and reprioritize things. We have to go see how we have to go redo the roadmap for our goals here. Because in the past, Six of Cups, it's a past connect, that connection was in the past. And then here in the future, the Queen of Wands, which is kind of out of control. This is Taylor's management company, in my opinion here. And that's like a personal beef, it feels like. Someone in her management team that it feels like she's kind of disconnecting from, and they want to disconnect from her because either they can keep her, and I think it's more troublesome to keep her than to just let her go, in my opinion here. Okay. And then I don't know why this just came into my head, but I just want to look really quick at Taylor and Selena, see how they're doing, and then I think we're going to end the reading there. I want to end this reading with Taylor and Selena for some reason. I'm just going to go with that because, I'm just getting called to do that, so we're going to do that, and we're going to use the Tarot of the Vampires here for that. So we're going to do Taylor, we're going to do Selena, the energy in between, and then just some clarifying cards on the situation of where they're at right now. So, yeah. Interesting between Taylor. It looks like Taylor also might be leaving her management team or her current label. I wonder if I don't know if she wants to start her own, but I think she definitely wants to get away from music as long as she owns her masters. Maybe allegedly she's trying to get a hold of her masters, but she wants to have something that's hers, and once she's able to get away from her management team, and she's been wanting to do this for a while, it feels like. Okay, let's take a look at Taylor, the King of Pentacles, Selena, the Hanged Man, and the energy in between the two of them, the Nine of Wands. So these two, I don't know. So when it comes to Taylor's this King of Pentacles, very career oriented, focused, money, trying to get her bag, her legacy, securing her financial stability. Selena over here is the Hanged Man reverse, which is I'm letting go of old things. I'm bringing a new perspective to my life and to my perspective to my life and relationships. Between the two of them, the Nine of Wands reversed, which is we're pulling down the walls. We're pulling down the walls. Have these two been talking a lot as of recently? Because it's like the walls are going down right now. Nine of Cups, Page of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. Because it's like business relations or like their hard work that they've put in, it's like crumbling down. Taylor's over here like, I want to be friends. I want to offer emotions. I'll offer friendship. Selena over here, though, is the Page of Swords, which is I'm trying to escape from this situation or go in sneakily and leave sneakily. So it's like she doesn't want, I don't know if Selena's trying to, I think, distance herself from Taylor here. Taylor's trying to offer like an emotional bond here. However, what they've done in the past isn't working anymore. Yeah, because Selena's getting over like this paralyzing. Selena's going and focusing on her own stuff, where Taylor is like, okay, she's very focused and oriented, and between the two of them, it's like this dynamic that they have is rearranging. They're rethinking it, they're redoing it, because like what they were in the past isn't any longer. Yeah, the whole tower is coming down. Five of Pentacles. We are looking at different things here, but the Page of Cups upright. It's like they're like their relationship is changing right now, in my opinion here. Because even with this Tower card, it's like this is like it's like the old tower needs to come down because it's maybe isn't the solidest, and now we need to kind of rebuild it again between Taylor and Selena. Huh. What does Selena feel about Taylor then? Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Swords, Six of Swords. Who she portrays herself online isn't who she really is. With the Ace of Swords here, the Six of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune, it's like you've had extremely good luck up to now. This is also a book that we're seeing, and in this book, like you get to write the story, you get to write the narrative of this book, what's being told. It's not exactly 100% the truth with the Ace of Swords here. It's like we're manipulating language, and this is the internet with the Six of Swords. It's like the internet doesn't know who you really truly are. You're very money focused, because like who you truly are is you're a very money focused individual. You might be a little bit arrogant behind closed doors with the Nine of Pentacles, but at the end of the day, it's like who she portrays herself to be, this confident, beautiful woman who's kind of got everything, but in reality, it's almost like Taylor feels like she's in like a little bit of a lack mindset. And remember, this is all alleged entertainment purposes, only my opinions, no facts here. This is what Selena's energy feels like. It's like who you like, what you portray yourself as, and who you are, because you're showing this arrogance. You're very money focused or motivated because it's like you feel not good enough at the end of the day. You need to be bigger. You need to prove yourself at the end of the day. When you've already proven yourself to everyone at large, but you haven't proven yourself to you, and if you can't prove or validate yourself, then Taylor, what Selena feels like is like Taylor's just going to keep trying to prove herself to everyone else, when in reality, all she needs to do is to prove it to herself. Because what is her opinion here? With the Hermit, getting out of our comfort zone, the Four of Swords, it's like, you gotta rest, ma'am, with the Knight of Wands, because you're burning yourself out. She's seeing as Taylor is burning the candle from both ends here. And it's like you are pulling yourself out of not just routines, but out of your comfort zone, you're pulling yourself out, and you are being this party hard rock style life, but you're going to burn yourself into the ground almost. With the Four of Cups reversed, the King of Cups reversed, and the Hierophant, because you're looking for emotional validation from others. You aren't getting it, or you're looking for it in places that you shouldn't be getting it from, or like manufactured places, because at the end of the day, you can't, it's like there's a struggle to commit to yourself, and committing that you are emotionally validating to yourself here. That's what I'm seeing. Also with this King of Cups here, I'm also wondering if there might be like, she hasn't gotten a lot of emotional validation from people. Or like significant figures in her life. So she's been trying to do all these things to get emotional validation from those certain individuals, but they aren't giving it to her. So like she's been pushing and pushing and pushing, where she's got emotional validation from like friends, but like maybe there's like family members that she hasn't been able to get it from, and that's where she's struggling here, because she isn't getting that commitment from them. That's what I'm feeling here for Taylor and Selena. I'm going to end it there. If you guys enjoyed this reading, let me know in the comments down below. Or if I missed something, maybe picked up on something that maybe there's been news or blind items coming out about. If you guys had your own interpretations of the cards that I pulled, let me know in the comments down below as well. I'd love reading them, because sometimes you guys get different messages than I do. So, and I love reading about them. Otherwise, quick reminders again, if you guys enjoyed this reading, or if you want to book your own with me, you can do that through my website linked below. Or if you want to have access to videos like these and other exclusive videos I don't post here on the main channel, head on over to Patreon, where you can get access to a bunch of different stuff at 3 different tiers. So That's all I have. Thank you so very, very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye!